The man was eating roasted corn when he suddenly realized a business opportunity. He saw his son grimacing from the hot sauce on the corn. Even so, he ate it with gusto. So he had the idea to make the chips spicy. So the family bought tons of hot sauce and started experimenting. At first, the chili sauce made the family very hot.
Hot, like elote hot? Good hot?
No, bad.
While they were working tirelessly to make their own handmade hot sauce. Many factories have gone technological. They used test tubes and syringes to mix up the chili extract. It's twice as spicy, but Richard believes that the best way to get the purest flavor out of the raw ingredients is to pair them with a Mexican-style hot sauce, and that's what he's doing. In order to mix the flavors, Richard temporarily commandeered the hamster's running wheel. Richard's family traveled the streets. They tasted all kinds of chili peppers, and finally, they came up with a flavor
First good or first bad? It's like good.
that was both spicy and addictive. The chili sauce was a success. When the executives, too busy with layoffs, didn't give a janitor's offer a second thought, they even taunted him for not going directly to the president. Richard went to the Home Office's phone number. He called the president in Italy.
Thank you for taking my call. I have an idea that you need to hear. I'm listening.
Richard managed to impress the president and get an address to mail the samples. Mr. and Mrs. Richards sent Roger a huge package of samples. When the CEO put the first spicy Cheetos in his mouth, he couldn't stop eating it. He didn't even have time to wipe his hands before he called Richard back. He called Richard back and told him he was going to the US to inspect the factory. But the factory executives were furiously searching for the man who had alerted the president. When the top brass found out it was Richard, and blamed him in front of the whole company. If Roger hadn't taken Richard's advice and realized the factory was losing money, he would have pulled the plug. That would have meant the closure of the factory and the loss of all the employees. Richard began to doubt himself. When he returned home, his wife, Judy, put an end to it and encouraged him, and that he would succeed. The couple went through the books together to learn the tricks of the trade. On the day of Roger's visit, Richard had dressed in a smart suit when Roger's car pulled up in front of the factory. The gears of fate